So consider, let's take an example. You have one application. In that application you have some 10,000 entitlement, and there is a requirement to update manager details or any other display name, anything if you want to update. If it is a 1 or 2 entitlement, you could open the entitlement directly, and you can make some changes. But if it is in a bulk manner, in that scenario, if it is a single user, directly you can change the entitlement name or display value, something you can change. But if it is bulk for some particular application, in that scenario just click on the Import button. Export button. So which application you want to make some bulk changes? You can do that. You can select like Prism. So you want to export properties or with description. It's up to you, just export. So spreadsheet will be downloaded. CSV format, Excel sheet. Okay, without changing it. I mean, whatever changes you want to make, you can make. You can save the same spreadsheet. You have to import the same file without changing the file name. Okay, you can import the same file name from this one. So this is one way of doing it. So if there is a bulk requirement, you can achieve something like that. The same way, if you want to create 1 or 2 entitlement from back and from debug page also, you can create. So, as you know, for entitlement, we are going to pull managed attribute object. So here all entitlement will be available. If you want to create any new entitlement, okay, using the existing one. So in that scenario, you can create from here as well. So let me create one entitlement. Okay. So I'll get these tags from the existing one. Okay, so just click on the selected action, click on New. From here you can create new entitlement. So you are not sure about the facts, how we can mention and all. So in that scenario, what I'll do usually, I'll capture all details from the existing entitlement. I'll do the copy paste here now. I will remove all the ID value. ID value means created. Whatever values comes with number ID, those are the things called value ID value you have to remove. If you forget to remove, then it will match with the existing on the same one. So you make sure you have removed all the ID values first. Okay, now change the display name of the entitlement, like domain users for bank. I'm going to create one entitlement for domain user for bank. So value also. You have to mention value. Domain users for bank. So if you already know, then it's well and good, but if you guys are not, we have. You have another way to create entitlement rules from debug page. Okay, here I'm going to. Yeah. So the application is going for AD, only the owner is going 1. That will be a spare minimum, so nothing. So now you can create something like this. You have created one entitlement in the back end. Let's go to front end, and you can check the entitlement which you have been created. It's been present or not. Click on Application. Go to Entitlement Catalog. So I've created the entitlement name, called Domain Users, for bank. It's been there okay. So something like you can access from the back end. The same favor rules as well. Bundle. If you want to create any rule, I think we have created a bit CF right. See a business role, see a fighter, also if organizational role. If you want to create any role, you can do the same. Just rename the business role, IT role name, and you can create using this. Yeah, that's it. That's all about rules and entitlement. Today, we will start with extended attributes. Okay. So can you guys ever? What is the difference between standard attribute and extended attribute? So if you know, you can raise your hand. Okay, so let's take an example. So identity, I'm going to create identity. Sorry, I'm going to create extended attribute for identities. In that scenario, let's open one identity. So these things called standard attribute because it comes with the default feature. So this attribute, like department, region, location, and active, so these are the attribute which is created by me. So these things are called extended attribute. Okay. So these are the standard attributes. So comes with the defaults. If you can check your identities, some username, bus name, last name, email manager type will be there. So these are the standard attributes. So these are the extended attributes. We can say custom attribute as well. Is it make sense? Whatever comes with defaults, so we'll call them as standard. Extended means you are going to create some extended attribute, the purpose why you are going to create some extended attribute. What is the purpose? Because you need to store some employee details. When it comes to identity extended attribute, you need to store some value. So application team, some let's say HR has a star got a number of employee details like hire date, location, department, ID, cost, enter ID. So a number of things they want to store in SailPoint. So in that scenario, we need to create some attribute to store the value. So we are going to create the attribute as well as in the back end. I mean database also. We have to create that. Column tables and all. We are going to alter the table. We are going to create some column because we need to store the value. That is the purpose. So we will learn how we can create extended attribute from user interface, how we can create that alter the table. So those are the things we are going to learn. So this is all about identities, right? The same thing will be applicable for application as well. So you can create extended attribute for applications as well. So let's open any one application. Okay. So here you can say, these are the Standard attributes. If you want to add more attribute here, like who is going to be the app custodian for this application. If there is an issue, whom should we contact? Okay, so something like, if business people will say, so you have to add some business code for this application, some extra detail you are going to store for this particular application. In that scenario, you are going to create some extended attribute for application as well. So all extended attribute will becomes under this box. So you can design that as well. You can add extended attribute for entitlement. You can add extended attribute for roles as well the moment you are going to create any new entitlement. So we have till owner. If you want to add some more extended attribute, like some this entitlement is going for. This entitlement is privileged entitlement or not. So something like, if you want to add more attribute, then you can do it. If you want to store some more value, the same you can create for roles as well. So today we will learn about identity extended attribute, how we can add extended attribute for identities. So first I'll do the demo, after that we'll write. Okay, so whenever you want to create any extended add attribute, you have to go to. You are going to make some changes in the Hibernate file. The Hibernate file will be available in your Tomcat folder. Go to Classes, Sailpoint, Object. So here we have 9 Hibernate file in that we are going to make some changes in the height identity extended a Hibernate file because we need to create some attributes. Okay, so can anyone tell me which attribute we can add already as of now? I have some attributes. So, apart from these things, and anyone tell me which attribute we can add? So, department, region, location, and active cost center? Job title, contact number, except this, any one or two attribute name.